welcome back to Ballistic Coalition. So today we're going to be talking about America's favorite rifle, the AR-15, of course chambered in 5.56. Okay, we're going to be taking it apart and I'm going to be showing you how to do a mil-spec trigger job on there. First, I'm going to show you what the weight of my trigger pull is with this little trigger gauge right here. And we're going to disassemble it. I'm going to show you how much I could knock off of it weight-wise. It's sitting right now, I believe, at about 5.5. I polished it once before. I'm not happy with it. And now I'm going back to it and repolishing it. So let me turn this on and adjust the camera here so you can see this. Safety first. Make sure there's no ammo around. None in the chamber. Alright. Set this up so you guys can kind of see it too, so you see I'm not lying. Alright. First one was 5.1 or 510 ounces. Enter. Next one was 4 pounds 12 ounces. Now trying to get it as consistent as possible, because where you place this device matters. .58 ounces, or 4 pounds 5/8 ounces. Sorry. We're going to do this a total of 5 times to get us a pretty close estimate. 4.62. Ooh. Just going to redo that. That doesn't make sense. Sorry I didn't show you guys that read 2 something pounds, so I'm just gonna redo that. That made no sense to me. I didn't place it in the right spot. 4.2 pounds. So enter the data, and we have an average of 4.8 pounds, right around 5 pounds. So I'll start with just taking the upper off. We're not going to need that for this part of the video. Just set that off to the side. Switch it out with a block of wood. All you're really going to need is a hammer, punch, a screwdriver to pop your springs off of your hammer and trigger, little Dremel with a polishing brush on there, some rouge, and of course some safety glasses. I already went at it with 2000 grit sandpaper before because there were some sharp barbs on there. Now it's pretty polished. I'll show you some pictures right now of that polished before I highly polish it. So I'm going to keep tension on this hammer, because it's under spring pressure to take that out. And same thing with your trigger. Just light little tap. You should not have to beat on your pins. If you have to beat on your pins, there's something wrong. Alright, set our pins off to the side. Here's our trigger and the hammer. Let me show you a close-up of what these look like now. Okay, so this is our hammer. This face that you see is slightly polished right there. that is our actual face that we're going to be polishing again today. That's our slip face. There is our reset hook. If you want to polish your reset, you can. Mine's pretty nice and crisp right now, so I'm not going to do anything with my reset. All we're going to do is take the spring off of this and polish that section that is polished right now. We're going to make that even smoother. And then on our trigger, this same face that you see is, let's see if I could get this to focus. There's tool marks. You can see slight tool marks, and you can see where it's slipping. That one odd shiny face, that's where it's actually catching and slipping. So that's where we need the most work done right there. And I do the top face as well. So we're just going to be popping this spring off and going at it with the Dremel, with the polishing and the rouge, the polishing wheel and the rouge. Okay, so now we're going to need the flathead screwdriver. We're just going to go and pop our spring off. Be careful and don't go flying across the room. You don't want to lose this or bend it. Too much. And do the same to this one. Okay, so that spring is for our trigger, and that is for our hammer. And that's them separated. Now we're just going to go at it with the polishing wheel here and a little bit of rouge. Oh, safety first. Okay, so now that we polished this up, the trigger shoe and the hammer, all we're going to go and do is clean all this rouge off of there. You don't want any of this stuff staying in there. It's very abrasive. If you have that abrasive grip sitting in your trigger, it's going to do some harm that you don't want to do to the trigger over time, obviously. But clean it off really good, and then put your springs back on, and that's pretty much it. And we're going to test it and see how much of a difference that this polish job made. Let me show you how to put it back together, so you could use this for reference. How to take it apart, how to put it back together. Rewind it if you need to, wherever you have to in the video. Pause it. I am an Amazon affiliate. I'm going to put a link down below for a nice little brass punch set and hammer. Even if you don't buy what the link is for, it's just if you click on that link, it's gonna I'm gonna get a little kickback if you buy something that day on Jeff Bezos' dime. It's not gonna cost you anything. So let's get back to the video. What we got? These up. Let me get a rag, some alcohol, and we're gonna wipe all these parts that we just polished off. Okay, so we got a little isopropyl alcohol, 91%. The higher the better for this. It's gonna help break down that wax and any grit and oil and grime left behind. Okay, so all we really have left is to just reassemble now. I forgot to get it on video. I just put a little bit of oil on my parts, not directly on the surfaces that we polished, just on like the springs and the moving parts and stuff. That's optional. Any oil works. Oil's oil. Now, we're just gonna start by dropping our trigger in. We're gonna throw our reset hook in and just get close. I like to use my pin that I use to pop them out to realign everything. I push it through, that holds it in place, and I follow it with my pin now. It could be a little tricky getting everything lined up. Like I said, everything should kind of go in smooth. There should be no hammering your pins in real hard, just little taps. And then now we're gonna go and put the hammer in, and you're gonna want to preload this spring under tension so it sits just like that. Your receiver's right here, and you line this up under tension. There's a lot of spring tension with this just resting. $201. Do this more in your field of view. $3.25. $3.4. $2.6. Last one, and we'll see what we got as an average for 5 pulls. Okay, so that was a little high, but we're going to count it. 4.47, giving us a total average 5 pulls, 2 pounds, 11.4 ounces. So we knocked it down almost 2 pounds. And we'll take it out to the range and see what I think about it in the next couple of days. But thank you for watching. I hope today's video helped you out with disassembling your AR, polishing your trigger, and reducing your trigger pull weight. If you have any issues, don't hesitate to comment down below, or comment anyway, just to fuel the algorithm. Like, share this video, it really helps me out. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time.